So we're back in the garage tonight working on the orb, and so we finally have a winner on wheel width and offset, and the winner is Power Wheels Gator. Front wheels from the Power Wheels Gator are going to be the perfect width and offset to get us to 33 inches wide, which will get us through a 36-inch door. And they're the right diameter, which will allow the back of the unit to sit down a little bit, giving us the weight bias that we want, so it's nice and stable. We're just getting the drive hub unit mounted firmly to the wheel, and yeah, making progress. Meanwhile, we got a Power Wheels boneyard going out here, and we also have been gifted an actual powered wheelchair unit, which it doesn't seem to work anymore. We're going to try and get a charger. We're going to see if we can do some messing with it. Maybe we can repurpose it or get it working again for somebody. We can gift it to somebody. So, yeah, it's plugging away. Next up is getting the switches and the speed controller mounted. Okay, so we have our newly modified super duper 8-lug wheels, which are the John Deere Gator wheels fronts, right? John Deere Gator fronts. And then our new speed control. And we have tested it with our switches. And now we are doing kind of like a final wire here. But it seems to work. So you actually you can dial all the way from like no speed whatsoever all the way up to faster than probably any of us could run, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, making some serious headway tonight. Next up is do the final wiring here so we can test it out again, and then we need to come up with some sort of a tray or mounting panel for the speed switch, the battery holder, and the spare battery holder. So and then a couple of clamps or something to clamp our trigger buttons to the grab handle. But yeah, we're getting there. So, even though we broke another cheap eBay toggle switch, this is our concept. So you can see the slow speed. You can see that it'll turn by only putting power to the one motor, the outside motor of your corner. How cool is that? Dude, it's gonna take off. That is awesome. So cool. So cool. Simply by picking which switch to push, or both switches, you can drive it and steer it. This is gonna be sweet. Isn't that neat? You should be able to just hit that right one and it should just spin around. Look at that. Woo. Too cool.
I think there's going to be some instructional video for Mom.
Kirk is stripping our tire tread material off of what we thought was going to be our tires from the original go around here. But now that we know we need this size, we're going to cut it off and repurpose it onto the ones that actually work. We got a game plan together. We proved our concept on our speed controller and our switching to 2 separate motors. That stuff all works great. Now we got to come up with the bracketry and metal to hold everything. So we're going to make a couple of metal plates, one to hold the speed control up with the switches, the triggers, and then another one to hold the batteries, both the in-use battery and the 2 spare charged batteries. And we're going to build a cover to go over the motors and gearboxes at the bottom just so stuff doesn't get wet or beat up. So yeah. More forward progress. So it's a lot more thinking and figuring. So it doesn't look like we're making a ton of headway, but we really are, I promise.